In addition, as we're working to prepare for external threats, we're also working to repair the damage done by bad actors within our own state government. Since the alleged abuse of the Department of Human Services was uncovered, there have been leaders there working to restore trust in the department. I'm grateful for and I am proud of their work. More importantly, they've been working to ensure that the department honors its true mission. We all have a moral obligation to care for our state's most vulnerable citizens. We have a duty to lend a hand to those who are in need. That charge is carried out in many areas in our state. Churches, charities, and then of course several state agencies have a role to play. Allegedly, that call did not just go unanswered in the department. It was actively undermined for personal profit and power. That must be dealt with quickly and justly. We eagerly await the conclusion of the investigative work that the auditor is doing so that we can understand the full scope of this alleged conspiracy. For our part, we will work to ensure that the department provides that hand up to those in need. We are working to honor that mission. It will take a capable leader with integrity, bringing fresh eyes to this issue. Bob, if you'd come right here, I would appreciate it. I believe that we have found that man, Bob Anderson. Bob has decades of experience dealing with white-collar crime and fraud. He is a former federal prosecutor, including prosecuting healthcare fraud as well as serving as a special prosecutor with the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. He has also served for several years leading the Public Integrity Division of the previous Attorney General's Office of Mississippi. He recently served as the Chief Integrity Officer for the Mississippi Division of Medicaid, and he is currently the Director of the Medicaid Fraud Control Unit in our new Attorney General's Office. Bob has put powerful people who abuse their positions in jail. There is no one more capable to root out any remnants of the misdeeds of the past and ensure that corruption never infects this department again. He is uniquely qualified to help the department return to its original calling, truly helping provide resources for Mississippians in poverty to live lives of purpose, dignity, and meaning. Bob's got a powerful testimony, and Bob, if you're willing, I'd appreciate you sharing it with these folks as you shared it with me in recent days.
Thank you, Governor. I want to say first and foremost, thank you for the opportunity you're offering me to serve the state of Mississippi in this executive director role. Given the issues that the Department of Human Services is facing, at this time I'm confident that my background and my skill set as a former federal prosecutor, and along with some prior management experience that I've gained, will make me a good fit for the current needs of DHS. Secondly, I want folks to know that I'm not unfamiliar with the unique role that DHS plays in helping people with crucial needs at crucial times in their lives. In fact, I have personal experience with the notion of temporary assistance based on the fact that in my own formative years, my own family faced the abandonment and the pain of divorce that forced my family to depend on the safety net of temporary assistance, known back then as aid to families with dependent children. But for my mom, this was a safety net, not a cocoon. After some 18 months of public assistance, she had been trained to work in one of the most physically demanding jobs at Ingalls Shipbuilding as a shipfitter, carrying around a 16-pound sledgehammer every day and tack welding inch-thick plates of steel onto the hulls of ships. Within 18 months, she had been able to reach the point where she began buying a home for me and my 5 brothers and sisters. Her sacrifice made it possible for me later to go to Millsaps College, first of all, and then to go on to night school and work my way through 4 years of night school at Mississippi College School of Law. And she is both my hero and my source, the source of my strong work ethic at this point in time. Thirdly, I want to say this. I'm not unmindful of the fact that the allegations are that the former director, executive director who's now under indictment, made the critical mistake of treating the resources of this agency as his to do with what he chose to do. They're not his resources. these resources belong to the people of Mississippi. And it'll be my task, along with those of my new colleagues at the Department of Human Services, to be good stewards of the trust the people of Mississippi have placed in me and in them to handle the finances of DHS with integrity and with transparency, so that we can continue to do the most for the least among us. And I look forward to the work of beginning to honor the trust that Governor Reeves and the people of Mississippi have placed in me.
Thank you, Bob. We are all looking forward to your leadership and working together to ensure that Mississippians in need have a friend in state government.